Welcome to the Working Man Committee Podcast. I am your host, Brandon T. Like, subscribe, and even comment. And so let's get started. So, like I said, it's Working Man Committee Podcast. And this is a place where the working man comes to get his information. When I mean working man, I mean men, women, whoever out here getting it. And with that being said, this is breaking news. Breaking news, breaking news. I didn't think I would see this happen. And it probably won't go happen. But in the Hunter Biden case, there's a special counsel. So the prosecutor that was there that gave out the deal before is now designated as a special counsel. And that's an interesting way of looking at it. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, the attorney general himself is a little perplexed. And so let's go to Merrick Garland talking about adding special counsel to the Hunter Biden case. Let's go. Let's see what Mary Garland had to say.
To announce the appointment of David Weiss as a special counsel, consistent with the Department of Justice regulations governing such matters. In keeping with those regulations, I have today notified the designated members of each House of Congress of the appointment. In a July 2023 letter to Congress, Mr. Weiss said that he had not to that point requested special counsel designation. On Tuesday of this week, Mr. Weiss advised me that in his judgment, his investigation had reached a stage at which he should continue his work as a special counsel, and he asked to be so appointed. Upon considering his request, as well as the extraordinary circumstances relating to this matter, I have concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint him as special counsel.
All right. So you know what's funny about that, working man, is that did you hear the Mary Garland's his voice, his tone, his delivery, his he was like this joker said he ain't need nothing before, and now this joker over here come over here and talking about say he want to be special counsel. I didn't want to say yes, but I was gonna get out there. He asked for it, and I had to get it to him for pressure. Cause remember when he was like, "Yo, remember when Bryce told Congressman that he don't need none of that. He don't need no extra, you know, say Republicans like special." Nah, he's like, "Nah, I don't need that." But now it turns out, you know, what I'm saying you want to be special counsel, and so he appointed him to special counsel. Cause normally, I ain't gonna say normally, but it would seem that they would grab a random person to be special counsel. I don't know if you can turn the same person into the special counsel, but I guess that's a designation that can be done and so forth. And so it looks like it's done here. So Weiss, understand this. Understand this. David Weiss was also the guy that gave Hunter the plea deal. You know what I'm saying, for the taxes and the gun charge. Wiped it all out, just a little bit of a fine and immunity from further prosecution. So now you have that guy is the overall guy now. And so, well, this is what I think, working man. One or two things are gonna happen. Maybe even a third thing. But one or two things is happen. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying, Weiss is gonna be do like Jack over there and let the facts take them where they may. Or the second thing is the whole thing is gonna get buried and covered up and there's no charges gonna be brought until after the election or anything gonna happen. So I ain't saying that Hunter did anything, I don't know. But there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, finger pointing that he could have did something. And and so forth. So it could be that, you know what I'm saying, David wants to go farther along than the tax evasion into deeper into the finances of the Bidens, possibly. Or like I said, they trying to the muddy the waters and cover it up. And you don't think that's the case? If you could tell me the name of the special prosecutor that's investigating Biden in a documents case, and you could tell me when he was appointed, get a cardboard cookie. Yeah, because like I said, you haven't heard from that person at all. And technically, he was appointed within the same week that that Garland appointed the Jack Smith to Trump. And since that time, you ain't heard nothing at all from that side. And so, like I said, that lets me know that, hey, man, cover ups are afoot. Yep. But unless David is thinking, what I'm saying, he wants that so he can try different tack, different pathway, which is, hey, I am with it. But like I said, though, side note, let's go back to that plea deal that he got that would get no jail time and immunity from lifetime, anything. If the judge didn't stop that, it would happen. But David Weiss was actually one giving it. Ain't that something? So I think there's I want to say concerted effort. That's what it feel like to me. But like I said, we got to watch and see how it all plays out and so forth. But it seems like maybe not everything's on the up and up. And with that being said, working man, we got to definitely keep an eye on this case here, and and so we will. And so, like I said, this has been a Working Man Committee podcast. I am your host, Brandon T. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what your opinions of it in the comments, and we'll go from there. So, with that being said, I'm gonna say peace.